Okay, so we're in my bathroom right now, and there are plenty of ways to be environmentally friendly in your bathroom. So I made a couple of changes from being in Miss Pete's class in my morning routine and my showers and such, and I'll just give you a tour of my new and improved way of using the restroom. Okay. Okay, so let the tour commence. My sink is right here. I use all these things every day, and the most important two things are probably my face washes and facial cleansers. So, these two get used every single day, and it used to include a exfoliant scrub that had microbeads in it that ended up polluting a beach made up of basically microbeads because it gets washed off and it doesn't filter out of the water. It just stays in because it's plastic. And after learning this, I stopped buying it and replaced it with this thingy instead. This foaming wash with no harsh chemicals. Because, I wanted to help the environment and I felt bad about my face wash. No matter how baby smooth my face was afterwards, I just scrub harder now. I still have this acne wash, which probably has really harsh chemicals in it that do damage to the environment. But I have acne and I don't want pimples, so one battle at a time. Okay? Pimples first, environment later. I know that sounds bad, but hey, I will learn eventually, and if I don't, at least I don't use those awful exfoliant scrubs with the little microbeads in it. So these are what I use to cover pimples when I do get them, and I'm pretty sure MAC tests on animals, but it's really nice and it covers everything, so I still use it. So just don't be like me and buy it. Okay? Be good. Don't be like Nabila. Alright. So, as you can see, this is the toilet, the throne, the commode, where you do your business. And from Miss Pete's class, I have learned, if it's yellow, let it mellow. And that saves a bunch of water, because flushing, is bad. And I don't use these more than I have to. And if it's yellow, let it mellow, it goes for at home, if you can. Because in public, that's kind of gross. So, behind me is the shower that I use every day to cleanse myself and relax and bathe and whatnot. But from Miss Pete's class, I have learned not to spend more than 30 minutes in the shower. I can spend about 15 minutes in the shower now. And the rinse and repeat doesn't happen anymore. That takes up more time, no matter how great my hair looks afterwards. I just decided on buying a shampoo with conditioner worked in, and I'd say my hair is pretty fab, so you can be environmentally friendly and have great hair. You're welcome. The tour is now in the kitchen, and there are ways to be environmentally friendly in the kitchen as well. So, first off, I'm going to direct you guys over to the sink. I'm going to show you my ways influenced by AP Environmental Science. This is the sink right here, and when I'm washing vegetables and just whatnot, I'll make sure to use the water to water plants outside. Or when I'm waiting for the water to come on hot, I'll put a bowl under it and just use that water to water the plants as well. So I'm not wasting any water, We're in my yard right now, and my parents love to garden and farm and whatnot. And basically, I used to find our backyard atrocious and complain every year about how much they plant. But after taking Apes, I don't complain anymore because, you know, growing your own plants and vegetables are good. And since I'm eating at a lower trophic level because of all the plants and vegetables, it's pretty good overall, and it helps use our space wisely and sustains our household with food. So I don't complain anymore. Okay, so after seeing that video that Miss Pete showed us in class about all the poor little chickens and cows and pigs getting slaughtered and mistreated in the little factories, I felt bad about eating at McDonald's. I still eat at McDonald's. I just don't order the hamburgers because I feel super bad about those, especially after seeing the Jack in the Box video about the beef and stuff. And then I know eating cows takes a lot of energy, and it doesn't take a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy to sustain the cows, and so I can have it. So yeah, I just felt for the little boy, and I told my brother-in-law about the video we saw because he orders 2 hamburgers every single time we go to McDonald's. I was just like, hey, did you know this little boy ate it and then he got a parasite and it fucked up with it? It messed up his stomach, and then he had to go into surgery to try and get it fixed, and then I just told him the really depressing story and I wouldn't shut up. So he finally just relented. And every single time I go to McDonald's with him now, he'll order a McChicken instead of a burger. I don't know if he does that when I'm not there, but I know he doesn't order burgers when I'm there. So I've saved at least, I'd say about 20 hamburgers from being ordered. So you're welcome. And to conclude my wonderful video about how environmental science has changed my life for the better, I would like to say that I do not think before I Snapchat, because I don't have Snapchat at all. And those filters I find very unnecessary. And, I don't need to be a little puppy with my tongue out. And I don't need to be a taco on Cinco de Mayo. And I don't need to swap faces with anyone, because I like my face the best. So, I'm not blowing up any mountaintops. And for those of you who do Snapchat, I would just like to prompt you not to, because you're blowing out some mountains, and blowing up mountains is not good. It doesn't sound good, and it isn't good. So think before you Snapchat, guys. Really though, do think before you Snapchat, because some of your stories don't need to be that long. It's 150 seconds. So just send a text with a picture attached. I know it's old-fashioned, but hey. And maybe even send a letter, but that's wasting paper. So I don't know, maybe just talk to people. That's new, talking instead of being on your phone. Weird, right?